Ankle Monitor Productions proudly presents the suspense thriller Tales of the Queen City. Episode 2, Smugglers Underground. Before it was known as the Emerald City, Seattle was called the Queen City. The year is 1932, one of the most tumultuous years in the city's history. It is near the end of Prohibition, and the Coast Guard patrols the Puget Sound in gunboats, seeking out bootleggers bringing illegal booze into the city.
Unidentified ship. This is Captain Rigger of the Coast Guard vessel GS-5. I am ordering you to avast your engine and pull aside, or we will open fire.
Go soak your heads. Just try and get your swabbies.
Give chase. Guns ready.
Locked and loaded.
Fire. Power down. Ready lifeboats for rescue. Report, Ensign.
We found 5 survivors still alive, sir.
Very good.
One of them says he wants to talk with you, sir. Says he's not a smuggler.
Oh, he does he? Take me to this non-smuggler.
He's right here, sir.
I hear you aren't a smuggler. If that's true, how did you get in the middle of the Puget Sound?
It's a long story. Gotta smoke?
No smoking on the ship, Mr.
Wilson. Poet Wilson.
Welcome to the 3rd Precinct Holding Cells, gentlemen. Next up, State Pen.
I keep telling you, I ain't no smuggler.
Tell it to your mother.
Thank you, Sergeant. I can take it from here. Mr. Wilson, I'm Agent Ledger of the State Prohibition Bureau. If you could accompany me, I have some questions for you.
Sure. Lead on, McDuff.
Please have a seat.
Thanks. You got a Gasper?
Sure. Here.
Thanks. I needed that.
So, Mr. Wilson.
Poet.
Pardon?
My name is Poet.
You don't look like a poet.
Funny.
It's an unusual name. How did you come by it?
Short. For Poetary.
Okay, Poetariat. You say you're not a smuggler. So why did the Coast Guard find you amidst the wreckage of a smuggling ship?
It's a funny story, Ledger. You see, I was walking along the pier, minding my own business. And I accidentally fell into the water, knocked myself out. I must have gotten tangled up in some driftwood and floated out to sea.
I see. So you don't want to tell me. Fine. You should enjoy the federal penitentiary.
Okay, look. I'm a consultant for the Cranston Consulting Firm.
Edmund Prince Cranston?
The same.
And what were you doing for Prince?
Can't say. Client confidentiality.
Wouldn't have anything to do with the missing girl, would it?
How did... missing girl? No, it's,
No need to say any more, Mr. Wilson. What would you say if I told you there have been a few young girls that have gone missing?
Could be a coincidence.
Yeah, it could. Or it could be something else.
Why do you care? Aren't you a prohibition cop? Kinda out of your jurisdiction, isn't it, Ledger?
It's all smuggling. You look for illegal alcoholic beverages, you're bound to uncover other contraband being shipped.
Contraband? You mean women?
Nothing shocks me anymore. There are evil men and good men in the world. It's my job to ferret out the evil men. Are you a good man, Poet?
Am I free to go?
I'll make a deal with you. You tell me what you know and report back to me regularly, then you're free as a bird.
There's some things that I can't tell you. My client has asked me to be very discreet.
If a crime has occurred, you must tell the authorities.
Yeah, well, I don't know yet if a crime has been committed. If I find a crime being committed, I'll let you know straight away, Ledger.
Here's my card and a dime. Call me as soon as you know something. I have a feeling we're going to do great things together.
You keep thinking that, Chief. Can I go now?
By all means. And Poet, don't forget our deal, or it will go very badly for you.
Got it. Triple crap.
I don't know how to thank you, sir.
Your safety is all the thanks I require, Tobey. Here, take 2 blankets. It's going to get quite nippy tonight.
Bless you, sir.
Hey. Morning, Jesse.
Poet? You look like a drowned rat.
I feel like a drowned rat. Here, I meant to give you this yesterday. It's a bit waterlogged, but...
$10? Poet? Are you sure?
You've been great to me, Jesse. Use it to get supplies for your latrine project.
Bless you. You truly are a sainted person.
I wouldn't go that far, Jesse. Maybe I'm just trying to make amends for my screw-ups.
You are not alone in that, my friend.
Hey, you know that girl who went missing from the camp?
You mean Charity?
Yeah, Charity. Are her things still in her shanty?
They are. I couldn't bring myself to dump her property, lest she return to us.
Is it okay if I have a look? I think it might be tied to the case I'm working on.
Is that the job you were telling me about?
Yeah. Rich girl went missing a little over a week ago.
Well, anything I can to help. Here we are. This is Charity's place.
This place is more of a dump than my place.
Charity liked to save things. She could never throw anything out. So, what are we looking for?
Anything that might tell us what places she frequented, or who she might have hung out with.
Look at these.
Hey, that's a Flying Eagle. It's a radiator cap from a 1930 Chevy. And this one's from a 1932 Ford. See how it's shaped like a Pontiac Indian head? These are worth some real cheddar. She must have stolen them all.
She liked to amass items.
Collect things, huh? Well, that doesn't help any.
How about this?
A cigar box?
She collected matchbooks from all the joints she visited.
Party girl?
It's what she spent her money on.
Probably financed with the sale of stolen hood ornaments. Some of these are made of gold. What was it she was addicted to?
Opium, mostly, to cope with depression.
Yeah, I can't blame her.
What is it?
Matches from Madame Jade's.
I heard it got raided last night.
Word travels fast.
Place your eyes upon this one.
Park Place? Never heard of
It's
it.
a pretty upscale nightclub. Operated by a man known as Dutch.
That name keeps coming up.
I hear among the streets that he has some big noise coming. Making preparations for when Prohibition ends.
Someone else mentioned that to me earlier. So Prohibition's ending, huh?
You really have been living in a hole this past year, haven't you? The state voted to abolish the Volstead Act. Unless something occurs, booze will be legal in the state of Washington early next year.
So all the smugglers and bootleggers,
Out of business.
or a change in business. Thanks, Jesse.
See you around town, my good friend. Keep one eye behind your back.
Always, Jesse. Always.
Welcome to the Cranston Consulting Firm. How may I... Poet, is that you?
Hi, Trish. Long time no see.
Aw, you poor dear. You look like a cat coughed you up.
Thanks.
Gosh, it's been an age. The last I saw you was before the banks went belly up. Heard you were in a bad way.
No mincing words with you, Trish. Is Prince around?
Yeah, he's in his office. You can go on in, sweetie.
Thanks, Trish. You're a doll.
Sweet talker. Go on now. We'll catch up later.
Sure.
I don't care, it wasn't your fault. Heads are gonna roll. Oh, hi, Poet. Have a seat. This'll only take a minute. Do you know how much money you dropped down the drink? The clients are gonna be irate. No, you figure out a way to make it up, or else.
Trouble in paradise?
Nothing you need to concern yourself with. Good God, man, you look like you slept in a can of sardines.
Yeah, hazards of the job.
Did you find the girl yet, Poet?
Got some leads, but it's all guesswork at this point.
Give me the Reader's Digest version.
I think that Wendy got mistaken for a vagrant while partaking at an opium den and got snatched up by mobsters.
What? How do you figure all that?
Well, she was last seen leaving Jade's with some guys from Dutch's gang.
Dutch, eh?
And that's not all. There have been other girls gone missing. At least 2 dames that I know of that live in Hooverville have disappeared.
That don't mean nothing. No one ever misses those people.
Exactly. You see, Dutch and Jade and all the rest are running scared because they think Prohibition is ending.
And their bootlegging op goes bust.
I was thinking they need to replace the contraband with something else to smuggle.
But girls, you don't think.
It makes sense. Dutch is ruthless, and Jade has connections with Sister Ping in New York.
The snakehead?
The same. You know she's involved in kidnapping and the slave trade.
My God, Poet, you don't think that Wendy was taken?
Maybe. Like I said, it's all a guess right now.
Rats. So what do we do now?
I'll go scope out Dutch's sewing factory and snoop around.
Why don't we go over together later? I got a few things to take care of, then I can meet up with you outside the place. Say, corner Cherry and 2nd at midnight.
Cool. Oh, and, I need you to spot me some more cabbage.
Already?
20 should do me.
Will 50 do?
Thanks. I'm taking your advice and using this to get a room.
Well, aren't you fancy?
And I need a gun.
Here, take my spare.
Thanks. See you tonight.
Midnight.
Midnight.
May I help you?
Jesse Jackson? Mayor of Hooverville?
That would be me. How can I help you, Mr.
Agent Ledger of the State Prohibition Bureau.
I can assure you, Agent Ledger, no one in the camp is brewing hooch.
Yeah, amusing thing that. I was on the trail of a ring of bootleggers, but it looks like they're all crazy scared that the government's going to make alcohol legal, and that would mean their operations are in jeopardy.
Uh-huh.
So you see, these bootleggers are looking for some other commodity to smuggle. Guns, you say? No, not guns. Drugs, you say? Well, maybe a little. But they found a new product to ship, you see.
Do tell.
Well, these evil men have decided that it was a good idea to snatch up young women.
Young women?
Yes, sir, sure as I'm standing here. That's what I fear is being undertaken. These curs lure or discover young lasses, and son of a gun, they kidnap these unsuspecting damsels, these down-and-out dolls, who have nowhere to go, and they put them on a literal slow boat to China.
You kid me, sir. This is a joke.
This is no joke, my friend Mayor. There's a slave pipeline that goes from here to Asia.
Sure there is, Agent, sure. I think you have read too many Pulp Magazines.
The word on the street is that a couple of girls in the camp have gone missing.
Maybe. People come and go here all the time. There was this one girl, Charity, who I have been worried about. She's been here a year and has saved up a bunch of stuff. Charity may have moved on, but she never would have left her stuff behind.
Do you think I could have a perusal of her shanty? I promise to be respectful.
Don't know if I could stop you.
Bless you, sir. You are a good soul.
It costs us nothing to be kind, Agent. Come on, I'll take you over there.
We will return to Tales of the Queen City after this important message.
Ladies, are you tired of smoking your man's cigarette? Well, the makers of Winstead Smokes are proud to present new Lady Winstead, specially made for the frailer sex. The same nicotine that you love, the same smooth draw, but with a sweet cherry flavor. And remember, ladies, 4 out of 5 doctors say that Winstead Smokes are a great treatment for headaches, lung congestion, and that time of the month. So be sure to light up a Lady Winstead the next time you need a puff. Now available in Slender and Ultra Slender.
And now, back to our story. After Poet settles into a new place and wearing a new suit, he meets up with Prince outside of the Park Place nightclub at midnight.
You been here long?
Just got here.
This place above or below ground?
It's under that building over there. The old sewing factory. There's access in that alley there.
How about a back way?
There's always a back way in the underground. All these alleys and streets intertwined with what's left of the old buildings that didn't burn down in the fire.
Yeah. So you know a way in?
No.
I know an entrance down the street. Once we're in the underground, we can fish around, see what we can find.
Sure, sounds good, Poet.
Yeah, everybody loves my baby, but my baby don't love nobody but me. Nobody but me. Oh, everybody wants my baby, but my baby don't want nobody but me. That's plain to see. Yeah, she's got a phone like a Venus. Honestly, I ain't talking Greek. No one can come between us. She's my Sheba, I'm a sheik. Yes, everybody loves my baby, but my baby loves nobody but me. Nobody but me. Hey, who's there?
Marmot? Is that you?
Poet, what are you doing down here?
I'm on a job, Marmot. This is my colleague, Prince. Prince, this is Marmot, the city's best rat catcher.
Been working the underground since the plague in '07. Gotta keep the under clear of vermin, lest we all perish.
Ugh, nice to meet you.
Marmot, we're trying to find a back way under the old sewing factory. Can you help us out?
Under the doll shop, huh? There's been oodles of action over there as of late. Bit of chaos and mayhem.
What do you mean?
Look, do you know a back way in or not?
For poet, sure. But you are rude, sir. So for you, a tuppence.
A what?
2 bits. Give him 2 bits.
Here.
Thank you kindly, my felonious gent. There's a crawl space down to the back room under the sewing factory, as you call it. Will that suffice?
That's great. Thanks.
Follow me this way through here. Now crawl through the crack in the wall here. It'll widen to a work area next to the warehouse area.
Warehouse area?
It's a massive area where all sorts of goods are stored.
Illegal goods?
That is not for me to say, but they are directly connected to the tunnels that lead to the waterfront. Also, I have seen a plethora of gunman traps in and out lately. Much more than usual. They must have precious cargo.
Yeah, precious cargo. Be well, Marmot. It's not safe down here.
No one notices the rat man, poet. You are the ones in danger here.
Great. Come on, poet. Let's get going.
May Saint Gertrude watch over you. Everybody loves my baby, but my baby don't love nobody but me. Nobody but me. Oh, everybody wants my baby, but my baby don't want nobody but me.
Well, that was weird.
He's been through a lot.
And we haven't?
It's a tight fit, Prince. Think you'll fit through?
I could suck in my gut. You won't have any problems.
Come on. Let's go.
Poet, wait for me.
Here, let me help. Grab my hand.
Thanks, that was tight.
Over here, I think I see a light. Look, through that window.
I can hear someone talking. Come on, let's get out of here, poet.
Prince, shut up. I'm trying to listen. I think I see Jade in there.
You idiot! I knew I shouldn't have gotten into bed with you.
No, lovely Jade. Nor had my men knowing that girl was the bad news.
Bad news? She's a Radcliffe, you moron.
Just the other, how do you say, hophead to me? Scratch?
Boss.
The girl you will to me bring.
Sure.
It'll be all right, girls, as long as we stick together.
23. Skidoo, skidoo, skidoo.
I know, sweetie. Say, what do you have in your hand there?
Boxcars, limited, caboose.
It's beautiful. I know what this is. It's a quail radiator top from a new Ford. Father has one.
Breach the wall. The Huns attack.
Come.
Let go of me, you big warp!
Hessian, dirty laundry.
Quiet.
Ah! Out! Damn spot! Damn spot!
Leave her alone!
Come.
Take this, you bold creep! Ugh. Nerds to you, butt crack.
I don't like this tank. This ain't right.
Shut up, Connie, not now. A muzzle on your men, you will put, Jade.
My men speak their mind, Dutch. This ain't right. I don't know why I ever agreed to work with you.
Bad is business for you, Jade. Owing money to me, you are. On the wall, the writing is, choice not for you to make.
Fine. So what do we do now?
Miss Radcliffe, trouble you are having caused us.
Is that Wendy?
Goody!
It is Wendy, Prince.
Shh. Quiet, poet.
Do you sing this hand, miss?
Yeah. Ow!
Mistakes do not, Miss Radcliffe. Ending well, this will not be for you.
You change your mind about putting her on the boat with the rest of them?
Being too high profile, Miss Radcliffe is cutting our losses, I say we are.
What do you mean by that?
Killing you. We are to killing you, Miss Radcliffe.
Prince, we've got to act now.
Hold on, poet. We're outnumbered. I count 10 goons in there with them that I can see.
We can't let them take her. We may never see her again. We got the jump on them. Together, I know we can do it.
I'm telling you, poet, it's too risky.
Forget you. I'm going in.
Poet, don't!
Okay, everybody freeze.
Poet? You're supposed to be dead.
Yeah, about that. Thanks for the knife, Tank. Without it, I would have drowned for sure.
You gave him a knife? What is it with you and all these knives?
No, that's not... How did... You're not human. The Poet Wilson? Jade's been telling me all about you. It's about the time we met.
I'm taking the girl with me, Dutch. And none of you are gonna stop me.
Who are you, handsome?
It's okay, Miss Radcliffe. Your father hired me to find you. I'm here to take you home.
My father?
Are you to be sure on that, Poet? How much do they paying you? 50 per day? 100? I can be tripling that figure if you are to be coming work for me.
Someone want to translate that?
He's offering you a job, poet.
A job? Sure. No deal.
That is a shame. The shame that you are not to be more like your partner. Is not that correct, Prince?
Put the gun down, poet.
Prince? What the... You're...
Dutch is my best client, man.
And you're okay with all of this?
I didn't know, poet. I was happily ignorant. I thought it was all about the booze and guns, not...
So, Wendy...
I thought Wendy was on a bender, like you said. I figured you'd find her passed out somewhere and bring her home. I had no idea she'd been taken. But it doesn't matter now. I'm stuck. Sorry, poet.
What about the Radcliffes? What will you tell them?
It's a tragedy, but the girl ran off with the scruffy man that was sent to find her.
Prince, you can't. After all we've been through?
These are hard times, poet. I had no choice.
Sure.
Helping us with this problem are you, Jade.
Helping?
Responsible of Poet are you.
Tank, Crusher.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know how you screwed up bumping off Poet, but you get one more chance. Take him and this woman into the woods and lose them for good.
Yes, ma'am. Come on, you two.
Don't use a knife on him, you idiot. Don't you have a heater?
I got my gat, ma'am.
At least one of you is prepared.
Come on, Poet. Time to die.
Hey, Tank?
Yeah, what is it?
Why we gotta drive all of the way out here?
We're gonna make these two dig their own graves.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, good idea, Tank. I got a better one. Why don't you just let us go?
Just shut up back there.
Hey, Tank?
What is it now?
Why are they making booze legal again?
Too many people drink it for it to stay illegit.
But they're taking away our livelihood.
There is no greater crime than desire.
Not even Moida?
You getting squeamish again, brother? Oh, poor little guy.
Stop it. I'm not squirmish. I just... It's a girl, Tank. I don't mind offing Poet again. But the girl?
We got our orders, Crusher. Now keep quiet and let me drive. The road's all slick.
recognize this place.
Whatever you think you're going to do, don't.
Crusher, can I ask you a question?
Wendy, don't.
His name is Connie.
Cut it out, Tank.
Connie. Oh, that's a nice name for such a strong man.
Gosh, thanks. No one's ever said that before.
I like you, Connie.
Shut up and sit your ass back down, lady.
You shut up, Tank.
Connie, keep your gun trained on these two.
Too late.
Poet, don't!
Hey, let go of my gun!
How will Poet and Wendy survive this fiery crash? And what about Dutch and his flesh trade? Will Poet return to foil the villain's plot? Tune in next time for episode 3 of our suspense thriller, Tales of the Queen City.